My name is Willem Experience. I'm a user experience, user interface designer for CSC Global. For me personally, actually, it's the connections outside of HopeWorks that make the most difference. Um, so it was always the people that HopeWorks connected me to that made the most difference. But what really took me to the next level was knowing people who had already done it, being allowed to explore my interests. And to do that, I had to be put in places where I could ask those questions that I need to ask. And HopeWorks did that really well. Yeah, Will Reynolds, uh, the founder of Steer Interactive. We get to, see him. We get to tour his company every year. We get to see him every year, and particularly this year, he has completely changed my life. Entering this year, I was on a bit of a downswing. I was struggling. I didn't have a job. Uh, it was it was a struggle this year at the beginning of this year, and it was really hard to find one. Um, Will introduced me to three people. Those three people introduced me to several more people, and those people introduced me to several more people, and all of a sudden, I have work. I have steady employment. I have a side hustle that pays relatively well. One thing that I feel that HopeWorks did really well was surround me with, like, they gave me access to other Black people in tech or other minorities in tech, whether that be Black, whether that be Hispanic, whether that be women. Um, we kind of go through a lot of the same things. Not always exactly the same things, but we go through a lot of the same things. Um, so having the ability to ask them, like, how did you do it? How did you handle these situations? I still, um, and HopeWorks actually has a decent amount of minority staff, which not all organizations have. And I actually think that's really particularly important. For me, I still call some of our former staff. I still, our uh, former director of business, Manuel Torres, I call him every time I have a problem where I know I could be perceived in a certain way at work. I'm like, how would you handle this to make sure that I'm clear?